All right, everybody. Greetings and hello. This is Tony Coleman-Brown, and I have to tell you that I am super excited about recording this video today because just like the topic says, every failure is just data. So let's get right into this. If you're new to this channel, you're going to learn a lot about online marketing, motivation, and things that you need to do and tools that you need to use to grow your business online. So let's get right into this because this is gold. All right. So let's paint a picture here. So you just launched a new product or course. Yay! I'm so happy for you because I know how hard it is for you to launch. All right. So you just launched a new product or a new course, and hey, let's get into it. You're excited. You are expecting things to go great. You're expecting to make big money, but the sales don't go as planned. Now, what are you going to do? Right? You probably feel some emotions. You're probably a little bit upset. You're probably a little bit scared. But what most people will do when they have situations like this is they quit, right? Most people would quit and they will complain and they'll say, oh, this doesn't work. I tried, I did everything they told me to do, and still it didn't work. I put it out there, I used all the tools, I used all the right language, and nothing worked. Well, it's emotional. I know, I get it. I've been there because I remember really running my business full time and being balled up, curled up into a ball at the beginning of each and every month, wondering where my next sale was going to come from and wondering how I was going to make it happen. It's very emotional, and trust me, it is a cycle. But this is really a cycle that everybody goes through when they start something new. It's called the 5 emotional stages of goal achievement and success. Really, there's another term for it, but we're not going to really get into all of that. But just let's get to what happens when you get on this cycle. So you start off at stage one. And stage one is where you have uninformed optimism. And this is where you don't know what you don't know, but you know that you're excited, right? You know you're super excited. Hey, I'm going to do this. I'm doing the work. I'm putting in the work. I'm going to make it happen. I built my landing page, my sales page. I got my lead magnet. I'm going to get leads. I'm going to get sales. I'm going to convert them. You're going to do all the things, right? So you do all of those things. You're still super excited, but then you reach stage two. And that's where you get to informed pessimism because you launched and it didn't go the way it was planned. So now you did all the things, but it didn't work. So now you have this pessimistic outlook, right? So you're really thinking negatively and you're like, oh my God, this don't work. What am I going to do? What am I going to tell my family? What am I going to tell my friends? What am I going to tell my kids? Right? Then what ends up happening is you go in a sunken place, right? You go into the valley of despair. And when you get in the valley of despair, you're either going to do one or two things. You're either going to sink further deeper into the valley of despair, or you're going to push through and you're going to dust yourself off and get up and try again. So, for those people who dust themselves off and get up and try again, they usually end up in stage four, which is informed optimism, right? This is where you kind of know what you know. You know what didn't work and why it didn't work. You push through, you tweak things a little bit, and now you know kind of what works. And so now you're going to just deep dive into what works. And then you're going to find yourself in stage five, which is true success and fulfillment. You made it. You've pushed through. You've pushed through the valley. It's just like what it says in the Bible, though. The Bible doesn't say, though I walk around the valley or though I walk over the valley. It says I walk through the valley. So you really have to push through when things like this happen because it happens all the time. And like I said, informed pessimism is really important. This is an important stage because this is the stage, my friends, where you can get the data. You did all the things that they told you to do and it didn't work. Well, why? Right? You want to grab all of that data so that when you really find yourself dropping into the valley of despair, you kind of know what you need to do to push through, right? So it was just like me. When I first launched my course, I did like about $5,000 in 5 days. And I was super excited about the $5,000. But at the end of the day, I really wanted to do 10,000. I really wanted to do 20,000. I wanted to do some high numbers. Really, 50,000 would have been great, right? Or even 100,000 would have been even better. But 5,000 is very realistic and it's very, very good. So what I needed to do was look at that data. I really needed to figure out, who purchased, why they purchased, who signed up for my wait list, who did not purchase from the wait list. How much money did I spend on marketing? Could I have spent more money on marketing and made more money? What was my return on my ad spend? What were my creatives? Should I have tweaked things a little bit? Did I do webinars? Could I have tweaked the webinar a little bit? This is where you want to lean into the data because I want to let you know that really and truly, when it gets right down to it, failure is not really failure, right? Failure is just data. I mean, really, you got to think about it like Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein said, I did not really fail. I just found over 1,000 ways that didn't work when it came down to developing a light bulb, right? So the answer is not in the emotions of the failure. The answer is in the data. But have you taken the time to review it? That's the key. Because most people are spending so much time in the valley of despair that they don't take the time and put in the work to review and analyze the data. It's just like people often say that social media marketing doesn't work, right? They say that all the time. How many times have you heard that? But when was the last time you analyzed your social media marketing data? Ah, right. When's the last time you did that? You know, Brendan Kane is probably okay. So, so this is what happens when you live in the city. This is real live, okay? Right outside my window, when you live in New York City, you might hear some noise. So pardon the noise, but let's keep it moving. So Brendan Kane is one of the top experts when it comes down to, marketing, right? Especially virility. He wrote several books about going viral on social media. And one of the things that he says is that he believes that everybody can go viral. Everybody can go viral. And the answer is truly in the data. And you know what? I believe him. He believes you should analyze your data. So the next time you really think that social media marketing doesn't work, one of the things you might want to do is what he tells you to do. Take your content, analyze it, put it into 3 tiers. The top performers, the middle performers, and the low performers. He called them the gold, the silver, and the bronze, right? Look at them. See what's working, see what's so working, and see what's not working. And then what you can do is from all of the things that are on the bottom tier, get rid of it. You don't want to do that. Those things in the middle tier, tweak it to make it top tier, right? This is going to give you a clear strategy with regards to what you should do and how you should do it. And it's all based upon data. Data. So once you find the right content and the right format that works for your audience, it should be real easy for you to go viral after that, right? It should be super, super easy for you to go viral after that, but it's all in the data. There's no such thing as failure. It's just data. And I truly believe that Brendan, Mr. Kane, is 100% right. He is right. There's no failure in life. I think it was Nelson Mandela said, in life, you're either winning or you're learning. So let's get on the side of learning, not losing. We're learning, okay? So you're winning or you're learning, not losing. All right, so now is a good time for you to take a few days, review your business data, because guess what? Numbers don't lie. People lie, but data don't lie. Data tells you the truth, and it's all in black and white, and it really holds the key to everything that you need to succeed in your business. So your future success is truly all in your data. So never forget to really take time to look under the hood of your business and see what's going on, and then discover the things that you need to do to fix it. Because really and truly, your business is great. You just probably haven't looked under the hood enough to really figure out what to do to really get it to where you need to be. And it's not ever going to get there until you take the time to really do it. And the time is now, and the choice is yours. And I just want you to know, if you need any help from a coach or guide, this is a great time to reach out to me. I would love to help. So, really and truly, if you want any help, if you want to just have a chat, then please shoot me an email at tony@tonycolemanbrown.com, and I would love to chat with you and really have the opportunity to chop it up, find out what's going on in your business, take a look underneath the hood of your business, take a look at all of the data, and see what type of strategy that we can come up with together that can help you get your business to where you want it to be. So this is really and truly Tony Coleman-Brown. I want you to really smash that like button if you like this content, and subscribe to this channel, and I will definitely see you on the next video. So you take care, and I will talk to you soon. And I just want you to know that your business is not a failure, and that failure is just data. So look at that data, and let's create a winning business. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And like I said, I will see you on the next video.